you're live.
Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday evening Central Standard Time, and we are here to run another one of our Shadowrun missions episodes. I wasn't here last week, feeling a little bit under the weather, so had taken over and got these guys through some of the sort of admin stuff of between missions where they improved, picked up some new gear equipment, improved their gear equipment, and had a little bit of fun. So back, and we are about to get into the season finale of Shadowrun Missions 5. Duryea is not here right at the moment because I'm happy to say that he actually has a part in a stage production, and so he's got to be at rehearsals right now. So he'll be joining us a little bit later here at the end of this here in the last part of our uh, season 5. Uh, I anticipate it'll probably be the next few. Um, he'll be coming in a little late, but I mean, for a really good reason. Really great that he found a stage show to have a part in, and it works. We're really, for him. Other than that, does anyone have any announcements they'd like to make?
No, I don't think so. Thank everybody who was there this weekend for our super duper streamathon. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people, a lot of games. It was great. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time. I got to play Monster Hearts 2, which is basically Twilight, the role-playing game. So it's monsters, but teen drama. So that was interesting. I liked it. It was kind of fun. It's sometimes it's fun to remember back to when you're a kid and in high school or whatever. No, it's actually not. What? Oh, hey, hi. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our game. Well, after everything, you wonder if it's just too much to ask for a night off. Head down and get a few of those Aztecs Mex meltdown soy dogs, some fizzy goo high proof beer. Maybe watch Chicago Sensations lose to Cleveland Chaos in the latest Urban Brawl match. Especially after Montreal and New Orleans. So, I mean, Sensations are probably going to lose, but still, sometimes you just kind of want to chill out for the night. But no, not what's going to happen because your comlink buzzes. And there on the ID is the name that you just getting to see again, Sid Gambetti.
That's super hard to call this. All right.
When you answer, it's not actually him there in person. It's actually a recorded message. Hey, chumma, got a hot one for you. Sarah Silverleaf's looking for a team to pull a job of some kind. Hey, shut up. This is important. All right. Anyway, it's a schedule on. This one's a little tight, so you won't be the only ones up for the job. It's something like that. Anyway, if you're interested, she put out the word, and I said, I got a team that'll take care of this. So you head to the address I'm sending you along. It's Michigan Avenue. And if you sometime in the next 4 hours, okay, and try to be on your best behavior. Like get all put on your best I don't know,
Your duds.
Easter clothes or something. I don't know. But I talked you guys up pretty big because everything went really good after that last thing. So yeah. So and let me know how it goes. All right. Yeah, see ya. What? Shut up! And it turns off.
Alrighty. So we need fancy clothes.
I'm not putting on fancy clothes. Well, my armor is pretty fancy, so that'll do. And I guess we're all in the same call that we received that message in, so we can, or we call each other and start talking. Yeah. Isn't that the lady we kind of stiffed a little bit in the past?
She was cool with it, right?
She was unaware. We kind of gave her kind of what she needed, and she paid us the lowest rate, if I remember correctly. But
She also gave me that brandy.
I kind of remember that Satchel wanted to give her this.
damn it!
But
sorry, I'm horrible.
She gave me a stiff drink instead.
Yes.
Well, I guess if we want, I'm pretty broke right now, so I could use the Nuyen. Y'all are up for that? If so,
she always has tasty food too, doesn't she?
Well, last time we did meet in a decent restaurant, but I don't know if it's the case right now.
Yeah,
It is the case.
Are fancy clothes fancy armor, or like, do I need to find a dress with armor?
The location on the message says the Purple Pig, 500 North Michigan Avenue.
Can I do a quick matrix search to know what kind of place that is?
Absolutely.
You know, 6 hits. Well, 4
right.
because of data processing, but you know.
Well,
give me their tax returns.
It's a nice place down near the docks, inside the containment zone. Great place for like it was once a great place for like you'd take someone for their big wedding anniversary, kind of thing, but kind of like just that higher level. So not super fancy, just like this is where you'd go for an anniversary, a birthday or something, Valentine's Day. But it's not the place you'd go like every other week or whatever because pricey for that. And it did stay open during the quarantine. So it's still there now.
The great quarantine of 2020 to 2027.
No, I think the one after the bomb. That's not.
Oh,
the one that made this whole thing into what it is.
Yeah.
In the 50s.
So I don't think a dress is necessary, but like maybe find a pair of jeans that doesn't have oil stain on it.
All right, I can probably find something that doesn't have stains.
Blood stains, oil stains.
Yeah, oil stains, blood stains, other bodily
shows up with blood stains. It's like, you didn't say blood stains, you said oil stains.
But yeah, I don't think we need to worry that much about it. Just like we're going to a restaurant, try to not scare the waiters with your clothes and gear. Like if we could leave the swords and stuff in the car, and
I'm taking my cane.
Yeah, the cane is probably fine.
I'm taking my gym daggers.
Your what?
My sapphire blades.
Oh, you said gym daggers.
I keep them hidden. I don't know what these
are. CrossFit area.
Yeah.
Okay. I will find some clean pants and then I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, and just dust off my armor and make it look decent. It's designer, so it should do the trick.
It's designer. It should do the trick, jerk.
Yeah. Hey, I paid for that. I'm gonna use it, goddammit.
Fair enough. So,
All right.
you have an extra one that would fit me? My body is 9.
No, I don't have anything that would fit you in my last armor. And he turns around and you can see through the cameras in his goggles, like, there's graffitis on the back that says things in French, and there's like an anarchy sign on it, and it doesn't, it's not.
It's not quite for me. Okay, all right. Like all I have is this armor jacket. You have friends at the collective that have nice studs, right?
I mean, I don't know if they're my friends. I did buy from them, and they take pride in their work. And your clothes are going to be ready next week, and we need to be there in the next 4 hours. So maybe we can find you something off the rack though.
Oh.
If Gertrude is okay for making a detour and stopping there. Well, you live right near. You live right near there, so I guess we can drop by on the way out.
You can find like a dress with pockets.
I would need a lot of pockets though. I have a lot of things to carry in pockets, and so it would probably just be a dress made of pockets.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just not sure it's fancy enough.
How can having so many pockets not be fancy? Oh well, all right. Let's go see.
Okay, so since you're close by, you just head over there right off. And inside the Maker Collective, you do remember that right across from Hardwires is a store, the storefront for the clothing, Taylor and Cobb. And actually, the ladies that made the armor for Etienne aren't part of that storefront. Like the store sells stuff that they make, but it's like a consignment thing. So
Satchel kind of walks in.
as you step in, this orc looks over. Oh, ooh, ooh. You look like you need.
Yes.
Well, please, come over here, please. And she walks back, and there's like an area with 3 mirrors that are kind of angled, and she says, stand right there.
He does so.
Takes a step back. Uh, Cobb, can you get the measuring tape? I just want to make sure with this one. A few months later, a small sort of boyish, looks like maybe like a child in mid-teens comes over. He's very nicely dressed. His pants are tight rolled, and his shoes are just very, very nice. They're these, black with kind of white trim on them, some gemstones there on the front. And oh, hey, hi. Oh, wow. This is gonna be well, yeah. He's gonna need. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go get those.
Satchel starts getting real self-conscious. You're like crosses his arms as he hears people like.
No. She slaps your arms. Hands down. Just stand there. She takes a step back. Let me look at you. Shoulder. And no. Okay. I think I have just the thing. But all right. So then she grabs the little tape measure. She's like, arms up. No. I'm not the police. Just to the side. Out to the side. Yes, very good. And she measures around your chest. She measures the length of your arms. She's like, stands back. Okay, arms down. She like bends down and then she like starts tapping your foot out so that your legs can spread a little bit. And then she measures your inseam and your pant leg and everything. And she steps back. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. So uh, you have the look of someone who needs something today.
I tell. He starts like looking around, like.
It's
But
important to
yes,
know your business. It is important to know your business. So I have a couple of options. One of them, I hesitate to offer it, but perhaps your tastes lean in that direction. Um, but I don't think it's quite. What's your name?
Satchel. My name's Satchel.
It's definitely not satchel. I do have something that is more satchel. Um, but I'll show you both. The one that is more satchel does I have a price tag, but very becoming on one such as you. Now let me go
He
get
starts to
those.
like smile a little bit at the like little like gassing up. It's like, oh, it's
Yes.
something for me.
You stay right here and Cobb, the Berwick, please. Actually, no, the Mortimer. And then she dashes off. Stand there.
Like twiddling his thumbs and just kind of like the Mortimer. He's just kind of like racking his brain and trying to figure it out. Like that means.
Okay, so after a while, she returns and she's got two boots, and she sets them one up on each side, and they look very, very different. Very different. Um, the first one is there. It is. So this one has a sort of it's like a long coat. The that kind of flares out, and the whole thing flows, and it looks makes you think of like Loth and the Wise. Um, it's nice, but if you feel like maybe you'd wear that to a pajama party, you know, it's. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's nice. Um, and uh, and she says, okay, so this is the Vashon. Uh, the only one we have in stock that is your size or that we can tailor to fit you in the next like half hour or so. But um, yeah, anyway, it is the Aces High Ace of Cups, and it is priced. I don't feel like you're not a man of means, so not meaning to.
Oh no offense, no offense taken, no offense taken.
But the Ace of Cups is going to cost you 1,600 nuyen, um, with the shoes. However, what we also have is the Mortimers. Double check something really quick here. This is the Summit. We do have a Berwick in stock, but it is a little bit small. Would not be ready today. The Summit is nearly as good, nearly as high fashion. Uh, it is going to run a bit more, especially if you want to get the matching coat, um, which for one such as you, I would eventually recommend. And if you want to put down a hold on it or something, I would be willing to allow that. But uh, and she indicates the Summit suit. Now this is a This looks more throwback. This looks more like your mid London, mid turn of the century Victorian London almost kind of wrappings with it. Um, just the kind of thing that makes you want to be like, hip, hip,
Mm.
like that sort of thing.
Earl
Oh,
Grey
you're
and all that
smoking your pipe and
jazz.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's a very distinguished suit. It doesn't have any frills. It's not ostentatious. It doesn't have like anything that yells out. Like, look at me, I'm in like a fancy suit. It's the kind of fancy suit that people know it's fancy because they're the kind of people who know a fancy suit.
Okay, it's kind of like old money fancy.
Yeah, like an old money fancy kind of thing. Where it's like if you don't know suits, it's just a guy in a suit. But if you know suits, you know.
That's
Like, that's the kind.
And then you said the other one was the Mortimer. Is that what you said?
This is
No,
the
the other-
Mortimer. So
this
the
is-
Summit suit is the Mortimer. The other one, the robish one, is the Vashon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, the Summit is 2,500, so it is 1,000 million more than the.
It, is Etienne in the shop with me?
I don't know. Yeah, he arrives about now. I'd say him and Gertrude.
Hey,
It's like I'm kind of out of my depth here. This looks cool. This looks like something Lothan would wear. And like which one would you go to? And,
definitely
like,
not something that Lotan would wear. That's what
But-
I would go with.
Put on the Summit suit. Try it. Just put it on here in the dressing room. She kind of shoves you into the dressing room with it. Cobb, and the little kid runs up with these two shoes. Just really nice dress shoes. Kind of puts them forward. These are really comfortable. I think you'll.
Thank you. What's your name? What's your name, son? You said a little kid, right?
Well, I'm Cobb.
Thank you,
He
Cobb.
seems a little put off, perhaps, that you called him son.
My bad, young man. Orc. Child. Like
No,
this is his character. He's just extra awkward about
Yeah.
it. I was like,
It's fine. I hope you enjoy. And then
and then so Tessa goes about, putting it on and like putting his hands in the pockets and like trying to figure out exactly where he's gonna like put like the quick draw holsters or whatnot if he needs, or he's like probably put the swords here. Like, just kind of like stuffing it all in there.
So this suit is big enough that it looks like you could put things in it to allow for concealed holsters and holding things. So it's not like a super form-fitting tight. It's just got enough like space and padding. The shoulders are padded, so they kind of push up on your shoulders.
He looks all extra impressive now with like bulked out shoulders. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of noticed that your shoulders were always just slumping.
Yeah. I should work on my posture.
Guy is built like a fucking fridge, but he's still like, I'm nothing.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. So he comes out of the dressing room and it's like got a big smile on his face. It's like, oh yeah, it's got kind of spins his cane a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you didn't have your cane, she was gonna actually hand you your cane.
I mean, yeah, I have to admit that with the cane, it does look good. I'm personally like I probably go with the more like regular suit, but this is with the cane and you in it. It's I like it.
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll take it, man.
All right, very nice. This does come with the Bontonis there. Now,
Are there anything
we
crazy
have-
with shoes? Like, do I hit
um,
my heel 3 times, or blades come out, or something like that?
would you like blades to come out?
Yeah.
So
Wait, can I use my blade out of character? Can I use my blade skill on that?
no, it would be a benefit to your damage in an unarmed attack with a kick.
Okay, well then never mind. No. I mean, that's okay. That's
I
okay.
mean, in a pinch, you know. But well, if you change your mind on that, do bring them back, and the ladies can accommodate. Now, what we can do for you today is to get this tailor fitted, and then we can get you out the door. Now, if you do want any additional uh, frills, do bring it back, and the ladies in the back can. I do want to show you the coats, and she leads you back to these very nice great coats. Now, we have for you in your size a Ulysses and an Argentum. I'm not expecting you to pick them up today. I just wanted to here. This one is 3,100, and this one is 3. These coats are thick and
2 C's?
look like fur coats. You feel like you could hide a Tommy gun underneath one of these coats and just walk around, no problem. So, and she says, and this fits. We tailor it to fit exactly your specifications with the summit. So, something to think about for the future. Now, I need you to go back in the dressing room, take that off, because I need it for about half an hour.
And so he goes back and he switches back into his clothes. And he goes back and just starts like counting his coins. Or I mean, looking at his
Cred.
cred
Looking at his bank account and his phone, like,
He's like scratching and just like thinking about that, the coat. It's like I could fit so many swords and guns and like bombs and stuff in here. Oh, dude, it'd be dope.
you have bombs?
I mean, grenades. I mean, they're like mini bombs.
Yeah. Hey, Gertrude, are you going to get something for yourself now that we're here?
I mean, we're going to be here for at least half an hour.
I mean, if there's something in close to my size, I know that gets a little tricky.
Cobb is, well, I mean, you're a troll. So we do have some things for trolls. Let me go and see what's available. I assume you're probably gonna need it quick too on the rack. So I'll be right back. Computer's away. Look here, bruh.
I did swap out for fancy patches on my armor jacket, so it doesn't have anything about a spooky spider. It says that it's a cold pizza club. I thought that was appropriate for a restaurant.
Right.
Oh yeah, my roommate just told me that I got a package from you. I still haven't opened up all the stickers. I need to look at that. That just reminded me.
Okay, so he comes back out. So for a lady troll, we do have an executive suite available in ladies troll, and that might be more than you're looking for. It is fairly snazzy, but we also have a Berwick dress. That sort of same kind of idea as the suit there. It's not particularly flashy, but very reserved and dignified.
What do y'all think? I don't really know what these things are.
I don't either, but you look fabulous in anything.
I don't know much about coatings either. I'd say try them. We're here, and we'll see.
All I know is that when I put the summit suit on, I felt a surge of self confidence, and I think everybody should feel that at least once. Was that too sad?
So he's like, you know what? Let me bring them out. Look. So he goes back, and when he returns, he's not walking. He's on a. It's like one of those things that people have to cart around, and then like it lifts up so they can like reach the ceiling and stuff and do like work. Except it's small to give him height like a regular person, and he's got the two coats hanging on either side, apparently, so he doesn't drag them as he's carrying through the store. Okay, so here's this. The Berwick is it's in a sort of like a light light navy. So it's not a light blue, but it's it looks like it's not quite as dark as navy would be. Just I guess maybe like a regular blue, which is a little bit darker. And it's got a sort of a button up kind of top that obviously a blouse goes under, and then there's the dress. The executive suite is your ladies' power suit. It is a pantsuit. You're gonna go into the boardroom, and you're gonna tell everybody in there that they're all fucking idiots, and that you're firing half of them, and the rest of them better get their direct together, or they're gonna be jumping through their hoops looking for a new job.
I heard power suit and thought literal like. I was like, oh snap!
It's your dress robot armor, yes. Suitable for fancy soirees and then destroying them.
It really should be the rigger's clothing of choice.
Yes. I almost got excited. There was there was a moon silver back there but it looks like it's for orcs, larger orcs. So I don't think we could get that in that. Oh, the executive suite is going to be 2,000. The Berwick dress is going to be. You're worried about protection. The executive suite is probably the way to go. If you're looking for capacity, then similar.
It would make me look extra scary.
Sometimes that's a good thing. You're so, but it's called the executive suite, and you're so sweet.
You would be terrifying, the executive suite.
What do you think, Etienne? You think we should at least look like we're scary?
Yeah, I think the executive suite with at least, if not terrifying, makes us look serious. And he looks down at his own armor. He's like, "Well, yeah, you serious? I still look like someone who's ready to go to the trenches with style, but still trenches."
Stylish trench warfare. Nice.
Yeah,
I see you. Bringing the 20s back.
Well,
But-
all right then. Let's do it. Let's do this fancy executive suite. I'll be a power lady troll.
All right, very good. You stand there in the mirrors, and then he rolls up on his little, and then he proceeds to take your measurements. Then wheels it back with the both suits.
Now you just need a briefcase with drones in it, or like a machine gun and missile launcher or something. Perfect.
Be flanked by two men in Men in Black type suits
Yeah.
with sunglasses, like on either side, following behind. Yeah. it takes it takes just over half an hour for Taylor to come out with your summit, and then she goes back and another 20 minutes to come out with the executive suite. You've got the dress shoes for the executive suite are they're pumps, so they're not they're not on really crazy heels or anything, but they do have a little bit extra in the heel. And then they've got some nice little wingtips on the front. They don't. They're full. They fully cover your foot. So yes, that's going to do it. If there's anything you need additionally, additional work done, then the ladies across the way will take care of that for you. But for now, here these are. That is going to be a total of a 2,000. So 4,500 all told.
Million.
Million, yes.
Gertrude looks over at Satchel for a minute and then sends over. You said 4,500.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll send over the whole thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wait, I'll split it. I was like, boop, boop, boop. Then I'll send her like what is it, 2,000 something.
We're gonna go be fancy and do fancy things and get fancy jobs. So we all want to look fancy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to fancy.
Yeah, somewhat.
Does it come with a top hat?
We don't quite have a hat that fits your head, but we could get one for you if you're interested in either a top hat. We could find you perhaps a bowler or maybe.
Oh, I do have a bowler. Never mind, I already have a bowler.
Oh, good fortune.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
yeah. I'm
enjoy.
still waiting for it to dry though. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I found a bowler in the submarine.
Where did you? Yeah, it's gonna ask like, where did you find?
I completely forgot until you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so yeah, that you now have your suits.
Well, Sid mentioned that we weren't the only one petitioning for that job, so we should make our way if we want to be at least in the first ones to show up.
So what's fake Darcy's name?
What? Why does she need a fake name?
Oh, did we actually get Darcy back already? Because I remember that we had a loner.
I mean, if you had the time to train your sword for as long as you did, I'm pretty sure that she got her Darcy back.
Fair enough. I just didn't know. Just trying to track.
All right. So with that, you guys are headed over to pick up oh, one moment. Duryea just messaged me and asked if we'd like him to come in right now, and now is definitely a great time for him to jump right in because you're still at the place.
Yeah. Haven't come in.
That's good. We'll give him a moment and I will add the items to your inventories so that we can have them. Summit suit. Armor rating is only an 8 compared to the 14 that your armor jacket is. Just so you know, the great coats that go over it increase that armor rating to match, to be a better match.
they will give you a slight bump to your social limit, at least, if not even one die to your social skills, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
After we get this job done, I'm gonna be fly. Get one of these coats.
Yes, you are going to be fly.
Pretty fly for a fat guy. I don't know. I was gonna say white, but he's not white. You know.
But I believe Satchel is not. I mean, he's big, but he's
a 9 body. I don't know. He was just talking about how
he's like Hulk Hogan big, not like
Well, your body is actually 6. It counts as 8 for if you take damage because of your bone laser.
Oh, okay. So you're a big guy.
I have a 9 agility.
Guy. You're not just not necessarily a giant. Well,
yeah, it's kind of a hidden kind of thing where you don't look as tough as you actually are, because when we hit you, well, your bones are made of metal. So.
The executive suite armor rating is still 12.
What it lacks in pockets, it makes up for in armor.
This is true.
Well, what's up, Biko?
You know, just living life, appearing out of nowhere. I've been working on this teleportation thing. I don't know if it actually will stick, but it just worked right now. So,
in this moment, I cannot cast it again, but
yes,
cast it just now.
Well,
says I can cast it again.
We're buying nice clothes to go to our next meet. Well, they are. I'm flat broke, so you get yourself a jacket to look nice. Was the time.
Why do we need nice clothes for our next meet?
It's fancy lady in a decent restaurant, so we didn't want to show up looking like a bunch of gangers.
Silverleaf.
Okay, so this is an instance where I don't need to be a gang liaison.
Not for the meet, not when talking to the person who gives us the job. But once we have the job, it might be useful to have a gang liaison. We never know.
Well, I like to dress up, especially as James Bond. So
the tailors are here. We're a little short on time, but they can find something that'll suit you. If you have the Nuyen, to talk to them.
I'm not picky. I think I have the Nuyen. Do I have the Nuyen?
I don't.
I mean,
he's still wearing his.
I haven't spent any of the money that I've accrued.
Then you
definitely have the Nuyen.
Okay.
All right. So you head in, and again, we have Taylor and Cobb are the proprietors of Taylor and Cobb's. I'll push this so that you can see them there.
The names of Taylor and Cobb's.
Yeah. As you step in, Taylor looks over and, are you going to the same soiree as the others?
Yes, but I want to look better than them.
Understood. Now, you seem, you seem a little more street than the others do. I think I have just the thing for you. It is, if I don't not know where it is.
She did the same thing with me. She seems to know everything about us.
Was that coming over? Are you like whispering in my ear? Is that?
I mean, I'm still here, right?
Oh, you heard what I? Oh,
yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't see you standing there. My bad.
It happens all the time. Literally, it's kind of my thing.
I think I'm still in like the middle of teleportation phase, and that's what that was. But yeah, if she seems to know a lot about us, maybe she's just good at, social cues and body language. I mean, it is a she, right?
It is a she, yes.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, when you tailor people, it's kind of a personal job. I've seen it all, done it all, kind of thing. They're like bartenders.
See, that's what she said. It's like, you
Really?
gotta know what it is.
That's creepy.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm with you. Now I'm with you. I'm creeped out.
So this is gonna be amusing. She comes out, and what she has is about the flyest shit that Nico has ever seen.
So Nico immediately does the thing that black dudes do when they see something nice.
Yes. Like, this is the Matrix meets, like parkour, skateboard stunt, street shit meets hackers. It's a thing. It's a thing. I got to give you an example though for you to really kind of be able to see.
I'm excited.
Similar to this, but a little bit more suit-like. So that's for you to look at in the Discord, and I'll also post that into the Twitch so people can see.
I can see in the Discord.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
I'm like, I don't know how to navigate Discord. So where am I looking at?
It's in the messages where
you normally mess. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Does it come with the wig?
No, I mean that's the person wearing it, right? So
Oh, okay.
But wow, that's a lot of whatever.
That is dope. That is super dope.
We'll have to show it to you later, chat. Sorry, this one's not one of those pictures.
Just trust me, it's dope. It's it's like if the Matrix was S&M, but also sorcery.
I am really intrigued.
Meets the Scarlet Witch. It's so dope.
Yeah, it's a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit more put together, a little less street than in this picture. So like the shoes are not like flared out on the boots and looking all loose like that, but yeah. So this is this is highly maneuverable, and watch that. She sets it up against a sort of a plush red, like it looks like there's felt covering the wall, like a red felt wall, and then she just kind of stands back, and the suit slowly starts to disappear into the wall.
Does this only work for the suit, or like the wearer? Will my face still be visible?
You will likely need to find something for your head. Yes.
Does it come with gloves and a mask?
Yes. No mask.
Just but gloves.
Does come with gloves.
And the shoes do the disappearing thing too? So it literally is just my head that I have to camouflage?
You just need to get you a proper hood or a helmet, which we can do. But that will be on order. We won't be able to get that for you right away.
Okay, well, order that
for your meet. I don't believe this for your soiree, your party. I don't believe this function will be necessary. So perhaps before you need the function, it'll be ready for you. And then the suit kind of comes back into being.
I want this. This is awesome. As long as it's not 30,000 new yen.
It is not 30,000 new yen.
Okay.
I'm happy to say. This is going to run you.
This is the part where Danny ruins my dreams. Let's see.
13,500 new yen.
Take a big gulp of that tea.
How much money do I have?
Oh, you can buy it.
Yes, but if I have 13,570 new yen, yes, I can buy that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can tell me in chat if you don't want to tell everybody my business about my money situation, my finances.
No, it's right there on your character sheet. You can look at it right there.
Okay.
In social.
Yeah, it's already on the
sheet.
tab. I've already put it there. That's how I know you have money.
Character sheet and social.
So the social tab.
Okay.
So magic.
Still a hit. That's still a hit. But you know what? It disappears. I'll take it.
Very good. She has you stand over where there's some mirrors, and she takes your measurements so that she can tailor it for you.
I've literally been waiting for something to spend my money on anyway. So you only live once. Yeet.
So yeah, you and 5. Okay. You wait about 20 minutes for her to come out with this sleeping tiger and hands it over to you. And well, as I said before, I hope you have a fantastic time at your event. Thank you for your business, and please come again. And if you need any alterations or anything for standard alterations here or for anything special, the ladies across the hall.
I get a discount, right? Since I came in here and dropped 13 bands, right?
We remember and respect our customers.
Okay. Just like a platinum elite card or something like they have at Publix. They don't have no like group or membership that I need to sign up for to get discounts in the future. No? Okay. Just checking. Had to check. Had to ask.
We might be able to come to an arrangement.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So everybody has their fancy clothes. Let me add fancy clothes.
People in fancy suits and fancy streetwears, and I'm fancy World War One.
Yeah.
Fighter.
The word is fancy.
We'll just tell people that you're the chauffeur. Or the bodyguard. I don't know which one would make more sense.
I don't think we need to tell people anything. We just show up and we don't talk unless we are talking to our contact.
I may be a gang liaison, but if there's one thing I know about rich people, they love to talk.
That's not wrong.
Especially about their things and their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the stuff that's on the suit is the same is kind of the same technology as what Gertrude got for Darcy last week, the chameleon coating.
Dope. That's actually really cool. I need to make a rap song. I dropped 13 bands on an outfit.
Okay, so you head over to the meet at this time?
I click my heels and you can't see shit.
Turn up! Turn up!
That was good. That was good.
Yes, teamwork make the dream work. That's a hit.
So you head towards the meet?
Yeah.
Presuming, yes. All right, so when you arrive, surprisingly, the Purple Pig has weathered the years of quarantine and the feral nature of Chicago's containment zone with dignity. A little bit of damage. A rare bastion of civility in the middle of all the chaos, the pig has managed to emerge mostly intact, with stories to tell about her new scars. As life returns to the city, she's easy to overlook. No match for shiny new restaurants and their trendy diners, but that suits her just fine. Those who attend are loyal, serving almost as an extended family. In this cozy atmosphere, Shadowrunners have always been welcome, as long as they keep their manners. The Purple Pig, whose colorful old-fashioned wooden sign swings over the door, welcomes you with the smell of real meat. Makes you wonder how the prices are going to be, but an attendant at the small coat room by the door asks for any weapons.
I think Etienne is has left the AK in the car, but he's gonna hand out the AK and the shovel in the car. I guess it's not very nice to walk in somewhere in a restaurant with a shovel, but he's gonna hand his pistol to the attendant.
She gives you a ticket to match the pistol.
Oh, and a survival knife.
Nods. Anyone else? Is anyone trying to take anything in?
Satchel's going to take in his. Ooh. Satchel looks around and is there like a obvious like metal detector or anything nearby?
Make a perception test.
Sure. Any modifiers?
Nope. Just straight up what you get there. Looks like.
Wah.
No, there are no metal detectors that you can see.
Alrighty. So Satchel is he's going to hand over his pistols, his pistol and the Keska, and then he left his swords in the car. But then he's going to walk in confidently with his cane, with his cane and two of his sapphire knives tucked away.
Okay.
I would have left all my weapons in the car.
I before I go in, I always do this and it always drains me, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm a better safe than sorry type. I want to cast. I want to summon a spirit. But before I do that, I want to go into astral real quick and just take a not whole astral, just vision astral, and I want to take a look around from what I can see to see what other ethereal magical things are in the ether.
Inside or outside?
Both.
Okay, so from outside, it's just the zone. There's you see spirits off in the distance doing their thing, but there doesn't appear to be a spirit bouncer or anything like that. Are you summoning your spirit outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay.
Since there's nothing out here, I want to summon a powerful spirit. I have 2 spirits of air.
So one's the 6 and one's the 8, right? So as you summon ones that aren't 6, I'm adding them in, but I didn't want to sit down for 3 hours and make every single kind of spirit you could summon.
So I think I'm gonna go for. I keep summoning this one, and if we summon him, we're gonna have to go get tacos. And I don't know if that's something that we can do tonight. So, maybe. I'm sorry, I wasn't here. What is the mission exactly? That'll help me know what.
We don't
even know what the mission is yet.
We're going to get the mission now.
So right now, I'm gonna go. Air's the one who's got the electric shock, right? That dissipates everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go with air, and I'm gonna summon him at a 7.
Okay.
Just so you have to add another one. No, I'm just playing. Mostly because 8 drains.
If you summon at a 7, it will be an 8 because of your abilities.
Okay. All right. So, what do I need to? I need to click summoning.
You're summoning Force 8, and I'm going to roll. Not bad. Oh, you edge that. Did you want to edge that?
Did I edge it?
You did.
I did not want to edge it.
Just tell me if you don't want to edge it. Okay, so instead of 6 hits, you got. It looks like you got 3 hits.
Goodness. So all you have to do is beat a 3.
Get a 3. Whoa!
Damn. Smoke me.
This spirit did not want to come today.
Mm-mm.
You do not have enough badges. Try again.
Right.
And
That
it's backending you.
That is 12 drain.
How?
2 times its roll.
So I'm dead?
No, but you got to roll your drain.
I have to roll my drain?
And then post edge it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a post edge my drain, whatever it is. 0?
No. You push something.
Yeah, no, that was just like 0d6.
Yeah, go into your magic where it says drain at the top above.
Oh, I just rolled a yes. Okay, got you. 3. And then
Okay,
post
so
edge
that's
it.
going to be 9. And then if you're post edging, do a roll of 9. Just do a straight up 9.
Okay.
7. So that's only 5. So
5.
that's a lot better. That was really sad. All right. So
Less
you're at
sad.
5 stun now.
All right.
You have a headache. Do you
I'm gonna
want
leave
to
that
continue
alone.
trying to summon?
Hell no. I mean, if I do a summon, no, we're just gonna have to risk it because I might need to fight. So no.
Okay.
Team, do y'all think I should try this again?
No.
No. That's what hey, right.
Oh,
Not right now. Not right now. We're just going in to talk to the person, so you don't need to blow your brains out for that.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. So you all walk into the restaurant. No klaxons go off. So apparently they don't notice that you have weapons there, Mr. I'm going to take my weapons anyway, guy. All right.
I just want.
While the pig has grown somewhat over the years, absorbing neighbors during the feral times, it's still a cozy enough environment, consisting of dim lights, some tables that are kind of too tightly packed for trolls to really be comfortable. Apparently, Sid has reserved a booth for you, to which you are quickly shown. And he pings your comlink as you sit. So apparently he knows you're there. The comlink, the message says, Sarah Silverleaf's busy with another team, so it'll be a bit until she sends for you. You should probably snag an appetizer, but stay on your toes. I know you're professional, but you're my team. I don't know the others. Looking around the room from your table, you can see quite a few faces that you've seen around town. Looks like 4 or 5 other teams interviewing for the job. And there's a bit of tension in the pig. It is thick as everyone else is also staring warily at their rival.
Nobody's in there.
So Satchel is immediately going to turn his super ears on and try to like eavesdrop on conversations, try to get some kind of bearing on what's going on in this place.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a cue from Satchel's book, and I'm gonna turn on my astrovision and scope out the competition.
And I will keep an eye on the Matrix to make
Can
sure
I
that we are not being eavesdropped on or.
Can I tell just by looking? Like, remember that one time when I tried to look at those 2 mages and they weren't the same? The level I can just do that in astrovision, right? Or do I have to roll something?
You roll to sensing.
So I need to sense. Okay. Oh, do I see anyone who's magical? I'm sure I do.
Oh, you still have to sense to see the magic, even.
I can't just go to astro and tell?
Nope, you can just see auras. You can tell they have auras, but you can't read the auras.
There's not like a magical. Oh, I have to.
Sensing is reading the auras.
It's reading the auras. You're right. You're absolutely right. I be trying to get over on Danny, but he's just too good. He's too quick. Gotta be faster than that. Click a sensing or reading.
A sensing or a reading. That's because you have a specialization. That's why it's there.
Or reading. That's a pretty good roll.
Okie dokie. There are definitely some magic users in there. There are there's definitely a lot of cybernetics and cyberware.
Mm-hmm.
There's
when you say a lot of magic users, can I get like a number or
there's like 6 or 7, we'll say 7 awakened individuals.
Okay.
You can't
Can I
tell
tell
you can't tell if they're magicians or if they're adepts or what have you. A couple of them are stronger than you. The rest of them are about even, and one of them's a little less.
The ones that are stronger than me, how many of those are there?
2.
How stronger are they?
A little bit. They're not anything. They're not anything that you'd be super afraid of. But you definitely wouldn't want to like mess with both of them at the same time.
At the same time.
And you'd want to have someone at your back if you did.
Like with a gun or with magic?
Either or.
Or a sword. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Right. So do one more question. Can I do that thing? Can I figure out if they're cloaking themselves like those two mages did at the museum?
There is not a way to see that. If you either see through it with your roll or it works. So you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like if someone's hiding because they have an invisibility cloak and you can't see them, there's no way for you to know if you can't see them because they have an invisibility cloak.
So I guess let me re-ask the question. Because of the roll that I got, am I seeing past anyone's? Would I be able to tell, that they have it up and I can see past it?
Yes. If you could see past something like that, you
I would know that
they have that up. Yes.
But I don't see that anywhere right now.
You don't see anything like that.
Okay. Got you. Understood.
Satchel, you want to do your ear
Perception test?
perception test?
Perception? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to let him finish his thing. And I get a +2 modifier if I'm using my spatial recognizer, correct?
No. You would have that. Do you have a sound filter, select sound filter?
I do have a select sound filter.
That's what you're going to use to like kind of hone in on different things. So that'll give you a little bit of a bonus. The spatial recognizer helps you determine where a sound is coming from. Like if someone shoots at you from far away, you can pinpoint their location.
Okay, well then, yes. Straight perception. Submit.
Using your select sound filter, you're mostly going in on the different on the different conversations, just hearing snippets. Most of them are just, wonder what's going on, or why is everybody here, and like I hate that fucker over there, and that kind of thing. One group, you get the idea.
As you're like as he's hearing all this, he kind of puts his finger up and asks a waitress if there's like a kids menu with crayons or something like that, and he starts to like jot this stuff down. Like it's like these guys are like he hates this dude over here for some reason. These guys don't like these people for whatever reason. As he's listening to this.
So this is the future.
Oh,
you have a device that then opens up an AR like pad in front of you that you can draw on, and no one else can see unless you want them to.
Okay. Well, okay. So then I put this up and I share it with Nico and Gertrude and Etienne, and I'm just kind of like, all right. I'm just kind of like jotting down what I'm hearing and gleaning.
Sounds good. All right.
Can I get a kids menu, please?
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do, is like leave, like actually have a physical evidence for people to get that you're like taking information down on them. So after,
well, speaking of Satchel doing things in there, Etienne is just going to make sure that he's protecting everyone's comlink and gear and wear. He's boosting his firewall, making sure that everybody's under his umbrella. And he's going to keep an eye open for any Matrix threat, but he's not going to go around looking for trouble either on the Matrix.
Okay. That makes sense to me. As you are doing so, you notice suddenly someone sidles up to the table. It's especially odd for just that moment as you realize this is not necessarily a human person per se. I mean, a changeling.
Oh yeah. Simon, we worked for him before.
Oh yeah.
Hello, gents. Mind if I have a seat here?
What do you want, Simons?
Well, I do apologize for the interruption here, but I got a bit of a business opportunity for the team that picks up the job here. But it is not opposing the interests of your employer, I assure. Wondering if you'll take a moment to hear me out. Could be lucrative for you.
I need a coat to spill.
You need a what?
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and say what you say.
Well, I didn't hear you, but okay.
I said I need a coat to spill.
All right. So anything that you discover, any data that you recover from this particular mission, whatever that may be, I will provide you another 3,000 nuyen to just pass it along. Of course, you do your job for Sarah, and but if you pass the information along to me as well, that's 3,000 nuyen. And if you can bring any sort of working prototypes, any physical copies of whatever you're investigating, there could be a sizable bonus.
So, do you have any kind of idea of what the job might be looking for? Since you're already interested in it.
Well, we're always interested in all that sciencey stuff that folks were doing around here in Chicago before. So I pretty much presume it's that. My sources tell me that it's going to be quite interesting. That said, I don't really know exactly what, but interesting is a word that I like to hear from my sources, and when I hear that word, well, I like to see interesting things. So, mind you, of course, this is between us. I'm not asking you to betray anybody. I just do the job. Do everything she asks. But she gets everything. It's just I get it too.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, I can wirelessly, and I don't actually have to write things down to send people.
No, you can just if you have a data check or throws, you can just think about it, and we're gonna see it.
Okay.
Yes, you have
If
AR
not,
glove
you can...
and image link, so you can see a sort of holographic and then manipulate with your hands.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to do that kind of under the table or whatnot, and be like, well, should he's kind of new to this whole negotiation type thing, and he's shouldn't he pay us as much as Sarah is paying us if he wants all the same shit Sarah wants?
Etienne doesn't even have to flinch a muscle. He's like, you're not wrong. You should pay at least more than probably 3K, depending on what we're finding. Yeah. Maybe we can ask them for more nuyen.
Yeah, wasn't this the person where we found the science experiment?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sam?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
The concern was not Sam. The concern was the other Sams.
Yeah.
The tube we found with people in it and shit. And we don't want to know what he did with that. Probably. But,
I assume you're all just talking about among yourselves, huh?
It's gonna speak up. It's like, yeah, of course, we need to discuss things before we agree to
Roy,
whatever you're
understand.
doing. And then you have to realize the last thing we gave you was, how can I say, spicy.
Right, it was. It was actually really interesting. But again, you're doing this for Sarah, not me. It's just
But
that
you also get it. So that's
right. I'll also get it because it
it's-
is hopefully it will be spicy, as you say. Like that. Spicy.
spicy.
Right.
Yeah, you like
Yes.
that. You
Yes.
like that for more than 3,000 nuyen.
Ooh, oh, right. I see what you're doing here. So, well, maybe we can come to an agreement. What were you thinking?
Well, we've been giving you these things in the past, and now maybe again, so you can do what you do. I don't know exactly who. I mean, I can see your outfit, and he points at the anarchy logos and stuff, but not exactly sure that's more than style,
I like what I like, and yes, admittedly, I'm just a middleman. I just stuff comes through me, I pass it on to you, then stuff comes back to me, and I pass it on to wife.
So yeah, and if we're gonna go and send that kind of things and information that we find through to we don't know who, we might need a little bit more nuyen to help ease our conscience. And he puts his hand to his chest.
Yes.
Cecil kind of mimics his motion.
I know all about conscious. Yep. I hear people.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
So, well, come back to my question then. What were you thinking?
He looks around and he's like, well, more money.
Obviously, but how much more?
Well, we're not exactly sure what she's gonna ask us and how much money that's gonna. Oh yeah, Nico, you seem to have something that you want to say. You want to jump in? Yeah, you're muted and you keep going.
I was actually just I was signing numbers and suggestions out of his view, so that you would just take the lead. But now he knows that that's what I was doing. So the plan is awkward now. I really enjoyed your negotiation skills.
Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, we don't know what kind of money we're talking about with Sarah, and we don't know what we're talking about. So it can be harder to get. It can be, as we've said earlier, spicier information and stuff. So we could raise it up to, I don't know, 6, 8.
Oh, that's a bit. All right.
You're basically asking us to do the job for you at the same time as we're doing it for her. I know she's going to pay well. She gets the money. And this is a side, but, it's a value.
And she's got every Shadowrunner team in town basically here, which means that it's got to be something very important.
Or, hear me out. It means she's shopping around. So,
let me stop you right there, Mr. Simon. Okay.
That's a nice suit you've got there.
You know it. That's my language for thank you. Either way, this is what I don't understand. You're trying to tell us that she's shopping around with every running group in the city, just about. You've got a lot of magical heavy hitters here. You got a lot of cyborg types here. You're packing a lot of power in this one room alone. So you wouldn't have amassed this many people without something being of importance. You would have just asked one of us to do it, one group. The fact that you want the cream of the crop means that this booty is bountiful.
Like him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Booty. Like pirate booty.
Right. So now that we've established that, we're the best Shadowrunners in the world. Having said that, you got to shoot straight with us because we're not desperate for a paycheck. We got clients lined up. Isn't that right, guys?
He kind of sends an AR like, I kind of want this coat though.
Make a con check.
Make a con check.
And but first I want Satchel to make a con check.
Make a con check.
Yes, a con check, yes.
You're gonna have a +1 because of your suit.
Because that face that you made, you made that face. You made that I want a coat face. So go ahead and roll. So you're helping with this, for better or for worse.
I want a coat.
So con +1.
I don't have con.
If you don't have con, then it's default a skill at the top. Make sure it says charisma and social, and then it's +1 still.
Me too.
Not you. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. We'll see what happens, because he could help out. Okay. That was just fine.
So that was okay. I put in charisma and social, but it still says agility and modifier.
It might have changed back after you rolled it, because it did not roll your agility. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it did not. It rolled like.
Oh, okay. Didn't. All right,
yeah, it
that's
just
what I
reset.
was making sure.
Oh yeah, no, it says it here. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's down here. You rolled 1 -1, which is charisma 1 -1 for defaulting a skill, +1 because I gave you +1. So, go ahead now and make your con check. So he just doesn't notice that as he's
My con check.
Yes, you make a con check.
+1.
No, you don't get the +1.
Why don't I get the +1? The whole suit on.
Your suit
is different.
Makes you goes invisible. My suit makes me look dapper and have social cues.
But my suit is supposed to be cuter than theirs. That's literally why I bought it.
Cuter's not necessarily the right word to
I said I want to look. You're right. I said I wanted to look better than them. You're right.
And invisible, it's the best way to look in Shadowrun.
Yes.
Okay,
but you're
fine.
going to do better than him anyway, because you've got
social shit's not his thing.
I pressed it. It didn't come through, I guess.
Did
I'll try
it
again.
ask you for a modifier anyway?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I guess try again. There it goes.
Ooh.
2.
See?
You could have been better on that, but that's okay. That's okay. You might.
It's funny though, because I wasn't actually trying to con him. Everything I said, I believed.
All right. He just
To
kind
be
of looks at
true.
you and nods. Now let's get so carry a roll negotiation now.
Can I help with the negotiation?
No. You cannot help with the negotiation because you are leading the negotiation.
Oh, okay.
So
God
Ray
damn
is
it.
going to help you with the negotiation.
Okay, I can take that 1 die. So
Yes. Yep,
Yes!
You get the 1 die. You get the 1 die.
2 hit.
And you also get
I took it. I added to my modifier, and I got a big 2 because Etienne is negotiator. Because when you fix matrix and appliances, you got to negotiate with clients and get 1 rank in it.
Yeah. So
Oh no!
all right, chaps. What I say is like this. You lot are gonna go in and talk to Sarah. She's gonna give you a job, right? And it's gonna be for whatever she decides, and whatever you agree with. Now, you can do that job for however much she's paying. Then that's fine. Or you can do that job for however much she's paying, plus 3,000 new yen apiece.
Well, once we do that job and figure out what's going on, we'll take it into consideration.
What's the 3,000 new yen a piece extra again?
Or just giving the information you find to him as well.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Copying that kind of thing, I don't know. Copying that kind of thing is not going to be hard. It's not. We're gonna have it, and making copies. I can do that for you pretty easily once I get my hands on it. But depending on what we find, we'll.
Sure. No rush to make a decision right now. You know, here's a comp code. He passes a comp code for you. If you feel like 3,000 million's a nice little bonus, then give me a call. If not, no harm, no foul.
That's fair.
All right. Put in. Do you have any questions? Oh, looks like your appetizers are arriving. You to it. He stands up. As he walks away, he casually pats the waitress on her rear. She does the old.
Hey, what are you doing?
And he just continues on. Make a perception test as a group of all-female runners steps out of the back room. Anyone who wants to can make this perception test. All right. So Satchel, you notice that as the runners are coming out, one of them like looks at Simon Andrews, and he kind of gives her a little nod as he then goes and just sits down at another table of Shadowrunners. And
so I'll let them know that he and these ladies over here are possibly in cahoots.
So you're telling me that they got the job. I believe we will get the job too, and we might have to, duke it out with other people when it comes to the end. That's just a feeling I have right now, but
okay. With that, an individual steps out and looks around and then walks up to your table. Sarah, we'll see you now. Feel free to bring your plates. And then walks you all to the back, where you take a seat and find out what Sarah has for you after the break. So just take 10 minutes, and we will be back and see what the job is.
Yeah. I needed a blade.
And looking like
I can get into this. I can make this happen. I can open it. Okay. All right. Okay. I got it. It's open. No, it's still not open. I can do it. I'm all grown up. Okay. Yes. Jen sent me a folder, everybody.
I know, right?
So cool. Yeah, so Jen made some stickers for something that's coming up. And they are really cool, actually. So what did you make these for?
So I was working on a cosplay for Gen Con 2020, RIP, and I wanted my for Shadowrun, and I wanted to make a costume with all of the logos for Urban Brawl, and there weren't actually a lot of them that were drawn out. So I am the change I wish to see in the world, and made 25, 27 logos.
They are
26
amazing.
on this sheet.
No, then it's 26.
All right. Well, these are really cool, actually. So, and then what happened? You made them, and then Catalyst said, "Give them to us."
That basically.
Yeah. So they're maybe gonna put it out in the Urban Brawl game they're eventually gonna make with miniatures. No, yes, ever. Come on now. Okay, well, I am going
So
to,
maybe someday coming soon to a source book near you.
upon my head be this, because Jen says she is not sure if she can actually show these publicly. So we're not going to show them all publicly, but I'm going to show one just because. Look at that. Look, it's is it? Come on,
The
focus.
wings.
It's the Tacoma wings. Look, it's a really shitty picture too, so no one could be mad at you. Like, so there's 25 of these. They're all different kinds, right? So that's really cool, really
Yeah.
fun, and I'm glad that that they're gonna take your work and make it canon. That's pretty freaking cool.
I really like the
Like,
Predators logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm really happy with the Montreal's Assassin one that I have on my mug right now. I also have the sticker, but the mug is better.
Mhm. Yeah, they're all there. Good times. There's a New Orleans Tombstones. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So with that out of the way, let's get back into it, shall we?
Wonderful.
This private room, it's a much fancier version. Also, okay, you're there. Good. This is a much fancier version of the general seating area outside. A single long table sports about 10 chairs. Sarah Silverleaf is sitting in one with a pair of hard as flint troll company men standing at her flanks. She seems to be scanning a wine list as you enter and orders herself a bottle of the Mondavi 12 before inviting you all to sit down. She dismisses the AR wine list with a wave of her hand and smiles as she looks around the table. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. He pauses to look into each of your eyes.
Satchel kind of holds it just a touch longer than is kind of quite comfortable, and then like lets it go.
It appears that I've not met some
When
of
she,
you.
when she looks at me, I want to go into astrovision really quick just to see.
Fair enough. Go ahead and make your sensing test if you would like. She is not magic. She's not awakened.
Okay.
You get a sense that she's got she must have some sort of cybernetics, but you absolutely cannot see them. It's the strangest thing.
I know that she has them, but I can't see them.
Well, you feel like she must. Either that or she had a disease or she was sick at some time or something, but you wouldn't say that from like when you look at her in like the real world. Because her essence is lower than normal. Like she has a lowered essence. But you can't actually really see the cybernetics within her aura. Like, so it's like it's a little dimmer, but you're having a hard time processing, for
Why?
yourself, like where. So you feel like there's cybernetics in there, but it must be some like super high end stuff or something. You're not entirely sure. It is not anything you've seen before, however. Being from the streets of the Chicago containment zone, there's a lot of things that you've seen, but so my name is Sarah Silverleaf. You can call me Miss Johnson. She's mostly talking to Nico at this point, I suppose, but I find all that cloak and dagger nonsense to be rather impersonal. And I'm very fond of having a personal relationship with those I work with. And then she turns to the others. Even though some of you didn't play very well with me last time, however, forgive and forget. No? Especially with those that can be of use.
Satchel kind of like winces at that, so like she's like she knows.
So I'll be glad to give. I'm always glad to give a second. And for this, I've recently come into some information about a rather unusual piece of unclaimed property, and I would like it investigated before considering an acquisition. Time is limited, however, as there is a second potential buyer closing in. I need to know how intact the facility is and if there are any incentives that might be included so that we can act to seal the deal before this rival. I can't give out specifics until you've earned the job. As you likely know, you're but one of the 7 teams I'm meeting with, right? I find competition is a wonderful motivator. People, don't you think?
No.
I mean,
And that's that on that. And that's why Mary had a little lamb. No.
that's I can see where you're coming from, but in this kind of business, it's back over his shoulder towards the door. It can potentially cause some problem.
Especially considering the fact that 6 people that are here are not going to get the job. And by trying to vie for this job, they could just be losing out on another job that they could have gotten. So maybe a little bit more directness would have been.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
What is your name?
Well, for those who were paying attention earlier, I said it was Sarah Silverleaf or Miss Johnson, if so preferred.
I was paying attention. I wanted to make sure that you were going to give me the same name. I'm Nico.
Yes, this is Nico. And our team.
This is how I feel.
Oh, I remember. There was video of you outside of an apartment building a few weeks ago, making a big row about boxer and a domestic violence altercation. That was you, right? On the news.
Listen.
We have no idea what you're talking about. No.
Right. Period. And that's what I was about to say. Get her, Etienne.
Thank you, Nico. Now, competition or not, that job you're offering, you talked about us earning it.
Well, I have to choose one of the groups. Earning, that does sound a bit much. No, I just want to get a sense of who I trust to do the job for.
And
I
with
need a
that,
job.
oh, like to trust to do the job for you, and then I'm like, what's going on with you and Simon? Simon's kind of sniffing around.
Oh, is he?
And then after he says that, Satchel kind of like realizes he might have like let slip a little bit too much. He's kind of like,
Etienne just rubs his eyes like.
I really had every intention of sending like a really low level clout to Satchel just then. But knowing how Satchel responds to things, that would turn this entire story to like a Bushido fight. So I'm just not even going to do it. But I really thought about doing it, like seeing a level 1 clout just to be like, shut up.
I thought I smelled a certain familiar blend of lizard scale and what does that infuriating man want now?
I don't even think he knows what he wants. He just wants what you want.
He looks at one of the troll guards and kind of gives him a nod. He leaves the room.
Etienne is going to send a DNI message Satchel saying, well, now we don't have to worry about Simons anymore.
And then he kind of like sends one back. He's like, maybe she will give us more money for our trust war.
She won't.
I'm looking for a team that can handle a job under some unusual circumstances and can be discreet and complete the job within the next 24 hours. So,
can I ask you a question, Sarah? Let's just be clear. I'll make that face. You have 7 teams here. You're telling us what you want done, but here's a better question. What kind of team do you think it's gonna pull it off? Is I guess the better question, so that we'll even know if we're that team. I'm sure the criteria that you're listing, every team here can fit that criteria. So what is gonna set the team apart that you hire?
Was a
Well-
little rough, but it gets the right question across. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, the as the door opens, and the bodyguard comes in with Simon in tow. They both look at each other rather seriously, and then both of them smile widely. Oi, Sarah! Oh, what an unexpected pleasure. I still haven't forgotten the last time we worked together in Seattle. One of the best nights of my life. Oh, Simon, you're such a sweet talker. The things you can do with that silver tongue of yours. However,
Satchel was
naughty
immediately
lizard.
jealous.
I hear you're trying to poach my team. I thought Lofree taught you better than that. He says, Ha! And who do you think taught me to do it? Sorry, Chummers, guess the deal's off. Knew I was, being just a bit too circumspect on this one, but I didn't have time to play games. Oh well. He turns and he bows to Sarah. My dear, I'll bow out of this one, but you know, Martin and Maggie have people sniffing around the fishbowl as well, so don't think you can relax just yet. Mind if I call you later? On one condition, what were you planning to pay them for the job? Oh, I was offering 3,000. But you know, and then he leaves.
You said 3,000 each is what he said. He was really desperate.
As the door closes, she looks back at you. Okay, well, I suppose I owe you one for getting rid of some of the competition, even if it did cost you some cred. To reward your loyalty, which I appreciate, I'll match his offer, if I choose you, the team. You were talking about why I would choose one over another. Well, I'm looking for certain qualities like trustworthiness, demonstrated. Get a feel for each of you. I, as I said, I feel that you know Miss Johnson and what do you call it? She points at Satchel. What do you call yourself?
Satchel.
Satchel. So but what is your name?
Satchel. He says he wants to like look down, but then he like remembers he's in a fancy suit, so he kind of like puffs his shoulders out a little bit. Satchel.
Very well. And you? She points at Etienne.
Well, I think the last time we talked, I presented myself as Lapel, but I'm Etienne.
See, don't you feel that that brings us together to just have that knowledge and that just little bit of intimacy? I like to help my friends. And so whatever team I feel not only can get the job done, but I can count on when I need them. That's
Well, you know, the last time we worked together, if I remember correctly, you sent us against a toxic mage.
and then you betrayed me. So
What
even Stevens?
no, we brought you exactly what you asked for.
Yes.
Describe betrayal. Help me understand how we. I'm sorry, Etienne. I forgot. Go ahead.
You had. I am. No, it's fine. You weren't there, and I can see how you could feel offended. But what she said, it was not betrayal. We brought you what you.
Certainly. The letter of the law. And that's what I mean. I don't want to work
Thank
in a
you.
place where everyone's trying to get over on everyone else. I want to trust that when you are working for me, you have my best interests at heart, just as I will have yours.
Here's the thing. SS or MJ, whichever you prefer. If you want trust, you have to also, what's the word? Give it. And it seems to me that you move in a space of mistrust.
I'm trying to clear that away. You're
Which
the
means
one
you
who
have to
brought
go
up-
out, which means you have to go out, as we have to go out on a limb. It's not gonna you're not gonna know if you trust somebody without taking the risk of it. No matter what team you pick, you don't know if they're gonna screw you over.
And
And plus,
here-
I wasn't here the last time, okay?
And here you are, and here your friends are. This is a limb, and I'm out quite far upon it.
So we got the job.
Do they have nachos here?
That's honesty right there.
Tell me about yourself, Nico. Where are you from?
Me?
Yes.
Chicago.
Born and raised.
Yep.
Within the zone or outside of it?
You know, really a little bit of everywhere.
That's a new suit.
It's a new suit?
Yes.
Yes, it is a new suit.
Doing well for yourself.
I just bought a new suit.
Hmm.
Do you not buy new things?
Every day. And where do your talents lie, Mr. Nico?
I bought lightning last time, didn't I?
You did. Useful.
Among other things.
And he looks over at Gertrude. You're the ambulance driver.
That's what I do. I drive the ambulance, make sure people don't die, mostly.
Pretty good at it.
And how do you feel about all this? You've been rather silent.
I'm not really great in fancy talking situations. Although maybe none of us are. So I feel like we've got some charm. Is that charm? Character? Yeah. So we were super literal last time because we lacked any kind of direction on whether or not that was the right thing to do, because it sounded like the right thing to do. Because it was all science stuff that was supposed to help people. And I like helping people, especially people like me.
People like you. Very good. And Satchel, why? I don't mean to be insensitive. You say that as if that is your given name. How did you come by that?
It's not. I never really had a name. It's more a designation.
Understand. So, what is the most difficult challenge you've overcome as a team?
The most difficult challenge we've overcome as a team.
What was the name of
The most difficult challenge we've overcome as a team, it wasn't any mission. It wasn't any one instance or tough fight. The most difficult challenge we've overcome as a team was learning to love each other.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's so right.
That's actually kind of true. There used to be a lot of fighting. I went through a lot of snacks so that people wouldn't fight.
And now we are a team. We love each other. We have each other's backs. So that way, there's nothing that can stand in our way because somehow we've managed to stomach one another and like it.
Yeah.
This is
And I've
family
got
right
twin
here.
stomachs.
I didn't know that until right now, but I bet it's true.
Etienne is gonna send DNI messages to everyone saying like, if we won that job, we could talk about the fall one.
Oh yeah.
Well, then she does follow up actually with, have you ever failed at something you were trying to do?
Can I answer, Etienne?
Well,
Failure is a construct of the mind. Have we always succeeded in the missions that we were given? The answer is yes. Have we succeeded in the ways that we thought we would? From the onset, the answer is no. However, what that shows you is our ability to improvise and act in the moment. We are a team of planners, executioners, but also a team of improvists and response. We do it all. This is a one-stop shop of excellence and love and family.
And tacos and chicken and waffles.
And tacos and chicken and waffles.
What are those nachos?
and to maybe put a more precise point of that, we face things and people that many around us thought was impossible to come back from, and we did.
Very well. I will tell you enough for you to determine if you want to stay and wait to hear who we choose, or if you're just not interested. And then I have another team to speak with, and we'll make a decision. As I said, the job is on a tight deadline and needs to be done within the next 24 hours. The property in question is somewhat difficult to access. However, we will provide reasonable transportation reimbursement if you are unable to arrange for your own transportation. We expect no troublesome neighbors to be an issue while you're for the area due to the location, but we are as yet uncertain about the structural soundness of the facility. We have no blueprints of the structure, which have all been lost in the second crash, but will happily accept any such that you might discover while on site. We're uncertain if the original tenants have left behind any trinkets, but if you do discover any, we ask that you bring them to us. Your primary role will simply be that of investigation, to note if the facility is salvageable and to gather any data that might still exist. For this, I will pay a base rate of 6,000 million apiece. And then if I do choose you for the favor you did me, I will add 3,000 to that to make it 9.
And it's gonna send a
Central?
DNI message saying like, "Oh, she asked 17 to show up, and she wants to pay 9,000. She can spend more." Done.
Yeah. Satchel's gonna kind of say like, well, like, should we get the 3,000 a piece regardless? Like, we're if we don't do the job, we still got rid of a rival for you. Even if you choose this team over here, you still don't have to deal with Simon. Like that's already done with.
It is a consideration.
Nico literally did that audibly so that she could hear it.
And I mean, I'm not don't know exactly where we're supposed to go or what we're gonna find there. But if you have 6 or 7 team ready in the background, and whomever is hiring you for that might have a little bit of a wider wallet that you're proposing right now.
So whatever teams are here that don't get selected will go home with nothing. Mac and
No.
his team didn't ask for more, didn't feel that it was necessary. The Vixens seem satisfied with 6,000. I'm offering you 9.
Again, you say that, but maybe if we would go back out there and ask them, they might have another story that they would tell us. Whether that story would be true and what you're telling us right now it's true.
I
It's
hear
hard
that
to
you
tell.
don't quite trust me.
And
I trust you.
we're working that business that we're working right now. It's trust is a question of Nuyen and arrangements.
Certainly. We will arrange for you to arrive at the site safely. We will absorb that cost ourselves, and we will pay you 9,000 Nuyen to gather the information.
Well, it's how it is. And he looks around to the others.
Gertrude will send a DNI that says, so it's 9,000 new yen to walk around a building.
Etienne is going to answer. It's 9,000 yen to walk into unsafe building with potentially danger in it.
We do have drones.
You are right.
We've done just as sketchy for less. I'd like that coat.
Etienne is going to say in the NI, okay then, if that's okay with you all, I guess would agree to it. Nico? ... He asking messages? Question mark.
I mean, we'll talk about it when we get out of here. We'll talk about it, so.
I think, yeah, okay. I think.
Actually, can we get the 3? I'll wait till see if she chooses us. Or
I think the 6 and then 9,000 will do for us.
As he nods. We will you'll see. And with that, she dismisses you. As you walk out, the final team enters, and you are sitting back at the table.
Wait, as we walk out, no, it's too late. It's too late. I was gonna say, Satchel, could you palm something on someone, but no. We should have planned that before. My bad.
Yo,
for next time.
I feel like she's a straight up fabricator.
Oh yeah. Once we're done with the meeting, it's in is like, he's gonna tap his armor. He's gonna take out a pack of smoke. Like, you guys fancy a smoke outside near Darcy?
Yeah, sure. I don't smoke, but I'll go out there and pretend like I am so we can talk privately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you didn't have to say that out loud, but
I'm sorry. I've been around Satchel all day. I'm sorry. My bad.
he has cigarettes too. Who wants some? And we're gonna go outside and talk for a minute.
Can I bring my drink outside as to like a nearby like waitress or server? You know, we're gonna be back.
Why not?
I didn't know how the liquor laws. Oh yeah, it's a CZ. Never mind.
It is a CZ.
Come on.
How the law. Okay, yeah, you're right.
So once we're out, Etienne is gonna light up and like, okay. If I did, all sorts of red flags are lighting up for that job.
Yeah, here's the biggest red flag. You aligned 7 shadow running teams. One you've already met with. I didn't know y'all had history, but one you already met with, and not only showed out, but showed that they were crafty and effective. So I'm assuming, especially by the readings I got the other people in the rooms, other teams may even have better reputations than us. But you pretty much aligned all these people to collect some data for you.
Yeah,
Right?
something tells me that if we get chosen, we're not going to be the only one there. Second of all,
I'm thinking that
Um,
when we
and
get
then-
there, we're gonna find like a major threat.
oh, probably, yeah. There's going to be something dangerous in there that's probably worth more than 6,000 new yen apiece, even 9. But the other thing I couldn't shake off my head was that when we get that lizard, well, when Satchel rat out the lizard guy, he mentioned a few names that were sniffing around. Namely, and he looks back and forth and says that like quietly. Maggie. We have connection with her in the past. She was a good person.
Wasn't that the person we gave the extra data to?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
She was supposed to bring it. Well, I think she personally is trying to do the right thing. She was trying to bring the data to people that were going to do the right thing with it. If they did that right thing, I don't know, and if they're going to do it, I don't know either. But once we're there, if we feel like we're short a few thousand new yen, she might be a person to contact. And
She
actually, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think didn't she also say Martin?
Mr.
You think
Tate.
she knows Dr. Tate?
Possibly.
I mean, I'm sure there are lots of Martins in the city.
It's possible, yeah.
Wasn't he trying to build like a hospital in abandoned buildings and whatnot?
Yeah, I think he did actually. The building we cleared out, they started getting patients in recently, and they even worked with the local quote unquote tribe of ganger that were in there. I don't.
The local fauna.
Yeah, the people who thought they were movie tribes people. So yeah, that might be a person to contact. Maybe she knows more about this stuff. If she's paying attention to it, we could contact her and she could inform us.
Sarah didn't say what the competition was, did she?
It's 7 or a team from what I gather, 6 or 7. Nico right here said he saw some pretty heavy magic.
I did. I mean, I saw a few people. Everyone there was like, I think each team had somebody magical on it. Most of the teams, magic was about mine. There were some people stronger than me. I mean, I'm not scared, but. And then I'm just saying, like they were pretty stacked. Like all of the teams were formidable. I don't really think that they're hurting for that
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, here's what we do. While they have no weapons, we load up out of Darcy, come back and kill all of them. That way, we win by default.
You think after what I just said that the 4 of us could go and kill a room full of like 25 people?
We'll see. No.
Okay. That's the answer that I needed to hear. Okay, great. If there was any answer other than that one, I would question our working relationship. So
I see your point about admitting competition, but these people are also just like us, people trying to
make a living.
Make a living.
This one job isn't worth.
That's one thing I'd like to. I know we've been like iffy about killing people and stuff like that, but if we're facing another team of runner, I would suggest stick and shock. And I know Satchel, you're best with your blade, and if someone takes out a blade against us, you're more than welcome to face them with what you need to face them. But facing another team of runner, professional courtesy. He shrugs.
I mean, I got lube guns too. It's all good.
Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, you do. That could be, yeah. But trying to not murder fellow runners would be, if we can, if it can't be helped, like that's not.
We still have a newer stun grenade, though, right?
I have one, but I'm unsure you people have yet to learn what it means.
I understand now. I get it. Holding your breath.
Like the suit you're wearing right now looks good on you, but it's not going to protect you from that.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
It's a full, you press the button. That's what you need to survive that kind of thing.
Okay.
Also, this is a restaurant with real meat. I would like to not be kicked out.
That is true.
Well, if they're all like that, we can eat at our leisure.
Satchel, you always eat at your leisure, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. We trying to get some money for you to eat. We trying to get some money so that you can't eat at your leisure.
You eat at your leisure once and never again, or you get enough reputation money so you can come back and eat every now and then there.
Right, you gotta think about it like this, Satchel. You be so worried about your right now meal that you don't realize that you have to plan for your later on meals too.
You got to be nice to future Satchel.
Gotta be nice to future Satchel.
Yeah,
well, that's future Satchel's problem. But yeah,
you know what? I can't even be mad at that. I really that makes a lot of sense. That's not your problem right now because Satchel might not even get a chance to eat because he might not be. I feel you. So I'm gonna just leave that where it is.
But thank you for looking out.
But yeah. Before we just go back in and wait for the call out. What do you guys think? I think if offered to us, I will take the job. We'll go and explore that building for her. But I wouldn't say no to maybe give a call to Maggie and see if she knows more about it.
We can. Would you want to wait until after we got the job, or do you want to call her now?
I guess I could. I'll could lay down in Darcy, make sure that everything is safe and secure, and see if the last number she gave us works. If you're okay with that, that could, if not give us more money, give us an option to make it a little bit less shitty than it would be working for SS back in there. Don't get me wrong. She's pretty and she's nice, but
she gave me brandy.
Corporate dreck when I see it. So,
and she always has nice food.
You can walk in there any time of the week and get your own nice meal. She doesn't have to invite you here. With that suit that you got right now, they would probably give you a discount. If you sit in the window, like where people can see you and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the window. Can we change our table? Because I feel like I definitely get that.
Not now. Not.
Oh,
no. I was talking future. Now they're worried about not getting their establishment shut up, I believe, because every Shadowrunner team in town isn't there.
Cool. All right, so yeah, are we gonna? So here's the plan, right? Let me know if I got it right. We're gonna wait to see if we get the job. If we get the job, we're gonna talk to Maggie.
I mean, I could try and talk to Maggie before so we get more information about the job.
Hey, didn't we already agree to take it if we get picked?
And that's the thing.
I feel like this is the point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to take the job. We're going to take it if they pick us. I'm just saying, because we took in all the other crazy ass jobs. I mean, if we're not going to take it, I'm not tripping, but we're going to take it. However, we need to understand that there's more to this situation. So if she is not telling us the whole truth here, we need to, if she picks us for the job, we need to demand that be a part of the job. Hey, we know you're not telling us the truth. And we know because of these reasons, what are we really facing here? She's still going to lie, but maybe she'll give us a little bit more information than she would have.
Yeah, she should. She should. That's usually how it goes.
Right. Yeah, we'll pressure her for a little more information. She won't give us everything. And then when we get there, there'll be a big lizard at the front door with fire-breathing breath and then, whatever. Kill it. We'll come back. We'll yell at her for lying to us again after giving us a speech about wanting trust. And then we'll just electrocute her with my new firepower.
The last
are we going to steal her legs?
Careful about that because, two big trolls with her are probably like the least of her concern because she probably has other people backing her up that we haven't seen outside. But yeah, you're totally right for all the rest of it, Nico. She hasn't told us everything because we haven't been selected for the job. We're going to get in there and have to accept, and then she's going to tell us what we need to know, but not everything. And that's why I think if someone else knows something about that, which may be Maggie, we could call them and ask about it.
Do we actually have like the address, or we're
Nope.
just waiting? Okay.
Well, if Danny wants to correct me, she gave us a neighborhood or maybe even a street. Nope. So we have no idea where it is and what she's talking.
It's somewhere that's hard to get to.
Exactly.
So hopefully not space.
She has transportation to get us there. So even if it is space, I'm assuming she has a shuttle.
If it is space, Danny and Dury are gonna have to have a talk because there's a lot of thing in there.
Danny and Duryea?
That you can't do magic in space.
You can do magic in space.
I can do magic in space?
No, you can't.
You can't do magic in space.
In outer space?
Yeah.
Yes, there's no magic.
Why are we talking about outer space? Is that a thing?
Because someone said it could be in space, and we.
But wait, why can't I do magic in space?
And because your head's gonna blow up.
Tell that to Storm.
Storm does not do magic.
Tell that to our.
We're going to have a long conversation about this. Storm is a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme.
Okay.
She comes from a line of witches.
Moving on.
And they all have white hair and blue eyes.
Moving on.
I'm sorry. You're right. Moving on. I forgot we're on stream.
I think we agreed on a few things. Etienne is going to give a call to Maggie before we go back in.
Okay.
while laying down in Darcy to make sure that all his stuff is secured and he's not gonna be listened on. And, yeah, I was gonna ping her. Hey Maggie, here's Etienne. We did business a while back, and apparently some business that I may have to do right now may have something that interests you. Want to talk? Question mark.
About
The
30
wiki
seconds
face walks
later,
every time.
you get a text back saying, give me a minute. And then a few minutes pass. And your comlink call is lighting up with a call.
All right, Etienne's gonna answer through all the DNI he can and has to make sure he's not being tracked. He's like,
Right.
hello.
Hi, Etienne, right? That was the that or
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine for now.
Yeah. Hi. How are you doing?
Doing okay. My team and I have been asked about a job
Okay.
offered and stuff, and apparently a little bit like last time we met, you had some interest in what was happening.
Well, I mean, yes, Mitsuhama's always got an interest in what's going on in Chicago. So,
So you know what I'm talking about. Like most teams have been called for that, so probably be aware.
okay. Yeah. So, um,
So listen, last time we worked for her, we cut round corners so we could work with you.
mm-hmm.
That may be playing against us right now, but we're confident that our abilities and uh, negotiation skill might have gotten us the job. We're not sure yet, but you know, a loud lizard was talking while we were waiting
Mm-hmm.
for a meeting, and he mentioned that a few other people were interested in that job. You know, I figure maybe you were one of these people, and we could have a talk about it. And if you would be willing to give us a little bit of information that you had, we could give you a little bit of information that we would find there. You
Well,
know, because last time you were willing to do the right thing. So we're hoping that it's still the case right now and that we can, you know, do some good if it costs us a little bit of new yen.
well, honestly, I can't say that I know exactly what Sarah's got going on right now. She's it's something kind of big. They've really kept the wraps on it, but I would be interested in finding out anything that you find out. And I bet I could put together a fund for that. I mean, without having any idea um, what we're looking at or looking for, it's not going to be a lot, but I can try to put together a fund. Um, maybe like how many of you are there?
Four.
Four. So this quickly, maybe like 2 grand each. If you can just get us maybe video of the place. We know it's a place. We it's some facility somewhere. But no idea where. Um,
Okay.
it's really hush hush. So yeah, if you could get me any information, just like maybe some video of the place and just even just call and tell me what you found.
All right. I was counting hoping you would know a little bit more, but if anything we find we can transfer to you, I will keep you in mind.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I wish I could help, but they got the jump on this one.
All right. Well, don't worry too much about it. I'm just glad you're doing okay and that we can still do business.
Yeah, great. I'm glad you called. Hopefully we'll have something for you soon.
Okay. Well, and talk to you soon if there's anything to talk about.
Right. And with that, she disconnects the call, and then your comm links all buzz. Just in time. It says, "Please return to the meeting room."
Before we walk in there, I'd be like, she is so extra, child. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's
As you enter the restaurant, you see everyone else is like looking. Some people are mad. They're looking at the other tables to see like who got it, and then like they're getting up. And as you as you enter, walk back in, they look over at you and notice that you're kind of heading back to the back, and just a lot of annoyance. Some of them are like, "Yeah, wasted our time coming out here," stuff like that. The vixens, the silver vixens, as they're walking out, they kind of give you all a look over, like, these guys, sort of thing. And you get to the back room.
and we bought suits for the occasion. Well, they did.
So Sarah's still sitting at the table, and as you sit down, she motions for you to sit down. It's been a long day for everyone, so I'll just cut to the chase now that, well, got the job.
Let me ask you why we got the job.
I like you the most.
Me specifically?
All of you four relative to the amalgamation of all the other teams.
Just be straight. You want to have an honest, loving relationship with us and be part of our family that we somehow managed to forge, even though we can't stand each other. What is it about us? I mean, what is it about us that made you pick us?
Sometimes, as tiresome as it can get, it is refreshing to hear the truth from somebody.
You're talking about me being truthful. Okay, great. I just want everybody to know it's me that got the job. Cool. We're good. I'm just playing. I agree. Truth is awesome.
So, as I said, I'll cut to the chase. There is an abandoned experimental ecology facility several kilometers out in Lake Michigan, resting about 80 meters below the surface. Previously owned by Yamatetsu Corporation. As best we can determine, most data concerning it was lost in the last crash, and Evo doesn't even call its existence. But not all of the information was lost, and in the last day, there's been a number of rumors and minimal data about the location popping up. I know that there are a number of other parties interested in the facility and any secrets it may hold, so it is a bit of a race to beat them to it. So I will need you to enter the facility, recover the central data core, and any interesting bits of data or research that you can find, return them to me here. We have no real interest in the facility itself, so if it gets damaged on your way out, as long as you manage to escape, all fine. My intel says that at least one other interested party will reach the facility by tomorrow evening at the latest, which is why I said that there was a short time period for you to get the job done. You have a maximum of 24 hours before the competition heats things up, so I do want this job done by then. It's in your best interest as well. The deadline then is 10 p.m. tomorrow. I realize that you're probably not dedicated or talented or trained divers. We're hoping the facility itself is not flooded. If it is, whatever secrets it may have held will probably be worthless at this point. You'll still be paid. It is deep enough that simple recreational diving gear will not be enough, but not so deep that you will need a high-pressure deep-sea suit. Likely, you'll need a submarine to avoid decompression issues. And if you don't have a sub available, we can recommend a specialist local to the area who can provide you with one. Can also pilot the vehicle if necessary. The aquology facility is Yamatetsu Research Facility number 42, codenamed Ryugo Jo, back when it was first created. Any details other than casual mentions were lost in the crash. Not sure why it was abandoned, but probably had to do with the quarantine. So that's what we have. And for the hiring of the operator to get down there, if that's what you need, or to purchase any gear that you might need, I will authorize an expense for you of up to 3,000 nuyen. Just have them bill this account, and she shoots an account over to Etienne.
Noted. We'll take a little bit of time to build up a list of what we need, and then we should be ready to go pretty soon. Then, if time is of the essence, where should we meet up with your submersible and?
She gives you an address that you recognize almost immediately. It's over by the lakefront
The bait and tackle shop.
bait and tackle shop. Yep.
We were just there.
Okay.
Hey. Well, you gotta tell everybody our business.
No, I mean that was at OOC, but that's my bad.
Well, no, it wasn't. We were just there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we were just there.
He had no discretion in this job, man.
See, typically I don't talk. This is why.
You're a little excited. You got the suit. Sarah's there.
I know, right? I could cut random objects. Etienne fires out of cannons at me. It's great. Just full of confidence.
The shoulder pads.
And the shoulders are majestic. Look at this.
They are.
Majestic shoulders are
you like looking like this, and she was like, "I know what you need: shoulder pads." Yeah. So, do you have any further questions?
So you said there was some extra data that you got in the last day or so.
All of the data we have was within the last day.
So you didn't know it was there until yesterday.
Correct.
Right. I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question. Now that we're gonna work together and be cool and be a family, what aren't you telling us? Now listen, before you lie, okay? Here's the thing. I get it. You had to audition all your teams, and of course you're not gonna lay out everything, right? Especially dealing with people like Simon. I get it. You gotta play it close to the cuff. But we're past that. Okay.
We are.
We're putting that behind us. Whatever happened with y'all the last time, we're past that. I need you to let us know, what is it that made you assemble all these there's something about this mission that is a high risk thing for you. And we need to know what it is, because it's not about money for us, because we're going in there and we're risking our whole booties to collect this booty.
Not a part of it, all of it.
The whole booty. So let us know, be straight up front. Are we walking into some toxic mages? We walking into some fire breathing lizards? Because I don't like fire breathing lizards. Like, what are we doing?
I honestly don't know what you may run into down there. I presume nothing, but it's been a quarter of a century, and there are creatures in the lake.
So why all the teams?
I needed to know who I would find best suited to go in. Some of the teams apparently are too large. Some of the teams rely too much on their decker. That's going to be an issue if you're 80 meters below the surface. Some of them I just didn't like. Did you smell the one team? Hygiene's important. So I'll be honest. You just seemed the best fit. And she kind of indicates Satchel as well, and then Gertrude. You felt that this was important enough to prepare. I like a team that prepares.
He smiles with his whole face. It's like, haha.
Okay.
Nico's wondering how they feel about it.
I don't know. I mean, listen, if that's what you're going to tell us, that's what you're going to tell us. It still seems like you did a lot. You said you don't even know what this building is. You don't know what's in it. You don't know how, but you did all this with not knowing what you're facing. You still felt the need to pick the best team possible for the job. How do you even know what the job entails if you're telling us you don't know what the job entails?
Do you have the ability to destroy something that attacks you?
Yes.
Are we the only team that did?
No. So my point is that all of the teams could probably do this mission. I like you the most.
I'm going to read her aura.
Go for it. You can also just do judge intentions, but she's pretty good at what she does.
The one time I get a 2. Oh, I didn't roll. I rolled a sensing. That's why.
It's just roll 2 dice.
Okay.
If you really want to know, you can then post edge it to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more dice.
Then that's a whole edge that I'm wasting.
That is a whole edge that you're using.
Can I just roll? Can I just do
No,
aura
wait.
reading? Because that one didn't work. Can I just roll?
I mean, you can continue staring at her as you read her aura.
I mean, I'm staring at her. It's pretty fun.
Okay, go for it. You can go again. I mean, every time you try to read, it's a.
Well, the universe only wants me to get 2. I'm gonna leave it there.
Etienne looks over and sees you two staring at her. He's like, yeah, okay. If you think that we're the best team and you're willing to pay us the fee that we unfortunately agreed on before, I guess we'll do it. It is interesting, I have to admit, if we're going to be the first people to set foot in the aquology for the last 25 years, if we can't even set foot in there.
Did I read anything off of her?
Nope. I mean, she's an elf. She's healthy, except for like the weird essence hole that you can tell, like the
It's where her
general
heart
essence, but
is.
I can't tell if she's lying to us though through my aura reading.
Nope.
Do I need to judge intentions to tell if she's
y'all
lying?
can roll some judge intentions. I mean,
Yeah, I'm judging her intentions because I feel
I
like she's
trust
a
her
liar.
implicitly.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not with 3 that we're gonna.
Can we combine ours? Since I was trying to judge her intentions.
You don't combine them. You're just judging your. You can't assist each other. So just roll your own judge intentions. Which is
We do.
I mean, you don't necessarily feel like she's hiding something. I mean, she's super coy and flirtatious and all of that. Like, it's like she's built up this persona that's always on. So
Right.
you can feel that that's on, but you don't. Beyond that, you don't feel like there's anything.
Mhm. There's
But
so
for some
many
of you,
layers.
if there was anything
She's
last time,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, she's hitting on me. She's
Right.
she's hiding things. She's a professional. She's this, and we get lost in this myriad of
Lost in the
social
sauce.
engineering.
Emotional engineering. Yes, say that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she does.
Yeah, so she gets 9 hits on her like putting you at ease roll. Like, and I don't roll this necessarily against you because you believe her or don't believe her as you want as players. But if you were NPCs, I don't think any of you would even come close to beating that. So
Lieutenant knows that there's some corporate bullshit underneath it, but he knows that if you're gonna work, you're gonna have to deal with corporate bullshit. So he's like, fuck it. So
So
yeah,
how often do you come here, Sarah?
food's good.
I know, right? So like, do they have like a weekday specials or anything like that?
Hmm. Depends on what you mean by specials, dear.
I mean, like, do you like fish on Tuesdays or
Yes.
tacos on Tuesdays? Oh,
No.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll ask the server.
Do you have any questions about the job?
Yeah. He like looks around.
Well, okay.
Seeing,
You mentioned that you had something set up for going down there and bringing us to the location. You mentioned that you didn't have any blueprints of the location, but you want us to get a data core, if I remember correctly. The corporation was Yamatetsu,
yes, at the time.
Yamatetsu.
Evo now.
Evo now. Okay. Would you be able to provide some information about where in their facility do they usually put these kind of things in their building? Are we going to try and reach the center of the facility? Is it going to be in sub basement? I know you don't have the blueprints of this facility precisely, but if we could get anything that could give us an idea of what we're looking for and where, it would be of very much help.
Well, it unfortunately is all a bit of speculation at this point, is it not? I mean, we're talking about the changing of a company from one entity to another as they relocated from their headquarters in Japan to Russia. And then in the meantime, there was the crash. There was the infestation of the city. So, yes,
Yes, but no.
we could give you information on what some of the other ecologies might have been looking like, but as with any building, I mean, that's the same as asking what the interior of this building looks like by keeping track of what the interior of the buildings next to it or other restaurants. We could safely say there's a kitchen.
It can give you an idea, especially from an engineering point of view. From something that's under the water, there's things that you cannot avoid. So pressure, power, water pressure generation, and he starts getting technical and stuff. So if we can get any idea of what any kind of ecology could look like, it's probably going to give us an idea once we're in there of, well, at least where we are in the building towards where we're trying to reach, if you understand what I mean.
Likely, the data core will be found in the most interior portion of the building or in the most important part of the building. That makes sense. There's likely going to be a pool from which you will enter from below. Just the way my understanding, which is limited, of aquologies, and that it is probably not scaffolded, perhaps. I'm not an engineer myself, so like an oil rig is set up on legs. This is probably just resting upon the seafloor or the lake floor, as it may be. Basements, hard to say that something is a basement when it's just an underwater facility. I don't know how many levels it might have.
Okay, it's concerning, but I guess that's a start. Well, on our way there, I can make research on archaeologies in general and maybe understand a little bit more how they work because it's not really my area of expertise.
Not mine either.
No, that I gather. Anyone else has any question?
I do, but I don't think that they can be answered here.
Can I get your comm code?
Do not have it.
No. Yeah.
It, like, looks at one of the trolls, and the troll kind of nods, and bloop, and you get a comm code.
No, like, is this your comm code?
It's how you can get in touch with me. Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. And then Cecil just starts, just kind of like.
Well, if there's
Is
nothing
you-
else,
Mhm.
I do have other engagements as late as it is.
Tell Simon I said
shall-
hi.
What's our timeline to get underwater? We were given a location to meet our quote unquote driver at. How much time do we have before that?
That is on you. If you want to go now, or if you call and arrange to meet later, but just know that in 23 and a half hours, there will be other parties there, and maybe sooner. So it does behoove you to act quickly.
Scratches in. All right. Well, guys and gal, gestures. Let's get out there and start planning and get to work.
Yeah, let's go get that. Let's go get my coat on her dime. She said 3,000, right?
That's after the job.
No, she said she gave us a card. It's just like if we
Oh
need
yeah,
to get
3,000. Yeah, but we're going underwater. You're not going to need the coat right now. We should probably focus on other things that we really need. Let's get back into Darcy and start working on that.
what was the dwarf's name? Do we remember? Because I would like to call him the one that worked on Darcy, because he said that we could use the boat for free. The sub.
You can call that individual once you remember his name. You have all week to remember that name because we are at the end of our time today. You have a job. It's going to be an interesting one because you're going under the water. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Excited to see what you will find and how you will deal with it. Our stream schedule for those who are in Twitch, there it is. So our next stream is going to be Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Central, which is D&D 5e episodicals, Storm, Lightning, Storm, Rain. We have our Friday. I don't know if we're doing community game night this week. We're gonna have to fix that.
We're doing Red Talks. We're gonna be. Some of us are gonna be there and have a chat with the community and whomever is around to
Awesome.
have a chat.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is gonna be a pretty awesome stream, I think. It's just talking and chatting.
Sounds good. Saturday, 10 a.m. Central, D&D 5e Episodicals 4, which is Descent into Avernus. And then, of course, Sunday nights we have Like Clockwork, and then Monday is Paranormal Albany. Is a Dresden Files game run by Tom. So thanks a lot. Hey, Duryea, before we go, is there anything you can tell us about this role you have?
I'm just doing a show at the Springer Opera House in Georgia, which is the State Theater of Georgia. It's just it's in a musical. So that's why I wasn't on time today.
Right.
It's a musical. That's cool.
What's the musical?
Yeah.
5 whole minutes. It is Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
That sounds like a good time.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
It'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, we'll be happy to hear about that as you're progressing through your rehearsals and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, with that, thank you very much, cast. Thank you everybody who joined us tonight, and as always, thank you, Tom, for running our tech and just making everything look really good on the screen. We'll see everybody next week then, huh? Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
And you're out.